Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Jonathan Wint here giving a quick update on Hurricane Idalia and the impacts that we could see here across the Piedmont Triad area and elsewhere in the Carolinas. And of course, all eyes are on Idalia with the latest update coming in from the National Hurricane Center as of 5 o'clock, a now Category 2 storm with winds of 100 miles per hour. You can see here the rain bands already making their way into parts of Tampa, Miami, the Florida Panhandle. We're starting to see not a well-defined eye, but you can definitely see kind of a center of circulation getting better organized. It is really tapping in to the very warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico. There has been some wind shear in this area, and that's kind of have kept things from developing too quickly. But now it's really developing and it's getting its act together, and it's going to be a very powerful and dangerous storm for the Florida Panhandle and the Big Bend area of Florida. So let's take a closer look here at home, what we got going on. We've got a few showers and storms over parts of Montgomery County and a few showers and storms kind of making their way in to parts of Randolph County. We had some showers and storms off into Wilkes and Allegheny County earlier this afternoon. We will continue to see cloudy skies for much of the afternoon. And then late this afternoon into the evening, kind of like yesterday, we could potentially see more showers and storms redeveloping, and it's really all part of a stalled front. And we have had a tremendous amount of rain across the Piedmont Triad area over the past 3 days. Looking at the rainfall totals for the immediate Triad area, we have really seen about 1 to 2 inches of rain, while other areas down in Montgomery County, Randolph County, Davidson County, you can see there on the legend 2 to 3, even pockets of 4 to 5 inches. There in Wilkes County, you can see a little darker purple showing you up to 4 to 5 inches of rain just in the past 3 days. And we've got more rain on the way, but thankfully the heaviest rain is going to be staying south and east of the Triad with the latest track from Idalia. Temperatures outside this afternoon have been very warm. It's been very muggy. We're into the low 80s, dew point temperatures into the 70s, so it feels very tropical outside for us this afternoon. Planning out the rest of your evening, again, spotty showers and storms. Not everyone's going to see them, but where we do, these showers and storms can produce some very heavy rain, some strong gusty winds. Just like yesterday, there were a cluster of those storms that moved into parts of the Triad in the Piedmont area late yesterday evening. Some areas like Forsyth County, Guilford County only saw light to moderate showers, but areas down in Davidson County really had some heavy storms in and around the 11 o'clock hour last night. So that's going to be kind of what we're going to be dealing with once again. And the storms that we've been seeing over the past couple of days and that we've got going on for us right now is all thanks to a stalled frontal boundary that's just kind of stalled across the Carolinas, and it's acting as a forcing mechanism with the high humidity that we have and the heat to spark off those scattered showers and storms. Now, quickly into the Atlantic, we've got Hurricane Franklin, was a Category 4 storm, very powerful. It is well off to the east of the Carolina coast, but approaching very closely towards the Bermuda area. Should stay away directly from Bermuda, but they're going to be seeing some high surf and some rip currents and some strong winds there as well. What our eye attention here is, of course, Hurricane Idalia, now a Category 2 storm with winds of 100 miles per hour. It is rapidly gaining strength, and it's probably going through rapid intensification. You may hear that term every once in a while, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now. It's really tapping in to the extremely warm waters right there over the Gulf. Now that the wind shear and the dry air has kind of died off. Gusts up to 120, moving north at 16 miles per hour. So it's picked up speed, and it's going to continue to pick up speed over the next 24 hours. Yesterday it was only moving at about 8 miles per hour, so now it is moving at 16. Forecast track continues to show you that as early as 6, 8 in the morning to about 9 in the morning Wednesday, Idalia will be making landfall as potentially a very strong and powerful Category 3 storm. Then it will be weakening inland over Georgia and the coastal sections of South Carolina before kind of moving offshore as a tropical storm over the Grand Strand towards the Wilmington area as early as Thursday morning. And then as we work our way into the weekend, some interesting things kind of happen. The steering currents with it kind of weaken, and it just may kind of meander back out in the Atlantic as a tropical storm, but still it should be weakening, and kind of where it goes from there will kind of be interesting to see. But let's take a look here at locally home, kind of showing you what we've got going on. A high resolution model showing you that we will continue to see these on and off showers throughout the rest of the evening into the overnight period. Again, not everyone's going to see them, but here's the thing. We've already had so much rain in certain areas, and there's so much moisture in the atmosphere that any one of these storms that do develop later on this evening into tonight could produce some locally heavy rainfall, and that could create some localized flash flooding, and that's going to be the main concern. So we've got to kind of pay attention to that. Just make sure that you have, especially tonight, make sure that you have your cell phone on, get the alerts onto your phone. Make sure you have several ways to get that severe weather alert. And if you live in a low-lying area, flood-prone zone, make sure that you know kind of what to do. Most of Wednesday is dry. As we work our way towards the late afternoon and especially into the evening, we start to see some light to moderate showers moving in to the triad. Heavier showers and storms further south and east of the triad. Of course, this is all going to be determined just exactly where we see the showers and storms by the exact track of Idalia. If it's a little bit further south and east, we don't see anything at all. If it's a little bit more north and west, then we get more of the heavier rain, kind of being enhanced by that stalled frontal boundary on the western side of this system, and that's why we're probably going to see a little bit more rain, I think, across the triad areas, points south and east. And then as we work our way into Thursday morning, we start to see more of those heavier showers, and it kind of lingers across the triad area through about 1 o'clock, and then late afternoon, we start to see things winding down. And the wind gusts could get a little bit interesting. Our high resolution model is showing you that we could have some wind gusts into the mid 40s in certain areas. Now, this model may be a little bit overdone, but nonetheless, I think area wide, we're talking about 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts across the immediate Piedmont Triad areas. Of course, further south and east of the Triad, further into eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, we're looking at higher wind gusts up to maybe 50 miles per hour in certain areas. But even some winds gusting into the 20s through the afternoon on Thursday will still be a likelihood. Let's take a look here at the rainfall totals. It doesn't want to seem to pop up here, but we're looking at about 1 to 2 inches of rain from the triad areas, kind of points down towards Randolph, Davidson County. South of that line, from Montgomery County, points south and east, we're looking at 2 to 4 inches. And of course, north and west of the triad, we're probably looking at about a half an inch to maybe an inch of rain. So very lighter amounts between now and Thursday. So we still have some scattered showers and storms out there tonight that will kind of enhance some of that rainfall totals, but more isolated. And as far as any watches go, we have a flash flood watch in effect for Montgomery County, areas in Charlotte, areas in Raleigh, from 2 o'clock Wednesday until midnight Thursday, as we could see some localized flash flooding. That will definitely be a concern. Even the Triad area, Forsyth County, Guilford County, just because we're not in a watch does not mean that flash flooding can occur. As we've seen, there have been certain areas that have had a tremendous amount of rain, so it's not going to take a whole lot to cause some troubles. Now, as far as we go Wednesday or Thursday morning, here's our storm system getting kicked out by this cold front, and this is going to bring some really nice weather. We've got some fall-like temperatures headed our way once we get this out Friday, Saturday, before we start to heat things back up just in time for Labor Day. So here's your 7-day forecast for the immediate Triad area. Low 80s tomorrow. Again, I think most of the rain is going to hold off until late into the afternoon, into the evening. And then we start to see more of the rain showers overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning with kind of drying conditions by midday on Thursday. Mid-70s with sunshine on Friday. Morning temperatures into the mid-50s, nice and kind of cool to start our day. Near 80 on Saturday with sunshine, back to the mid 80s on Sunday, upper 80s for Monday and Tuesday with a touch more of that humidity. But overall, for the immediate Triad area, of course, Labor Day, especially the weekend and even Monday, is looking good. Of course, tonight at 6 on ABC 45, I will have the latest update on Idalia, the current track, and any more of my thinking. And of course, the latest forecast models continue. They update almost every hour, so we'll continue to take a look at that, closer look into that, and what else we can expect across the area. Other than that, I hope everyone is having a great day. Stay safe, stay cool, and stay hydrated. It's not extremely hot, but it's definitely humid outside.